You begin.
I begin. Hello, we are your Black Friday special offer.
I never thought I'd ever be in a position to be able to describe ourselves as a Black Friday offer.
You get us free. So normally this is our Chateau chat, which is members only.
Yeah.
Either as a member on YouTube or on Patreon for $3 a month. But special offer, free for today. And I don't know how long it'll be online for, but you're watching it now, so that's good.
So it's sort of like, I guess you could think of it, it's sort of like the equivalent of us buying you a coffee. So you then divide it by the number of, no, it doesn't really.
I don't think that's even a coffee now from a fancy coffee shop. I think that's more than $3.
No, you're right. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
A proper coffee with all the squirty bits and the bits.
Squirty bits.
The stuff. I think that's more than $3.
The stuff. Yeah, I get really confused in coffee shops. I just can't do it. So all the terminology, the wonderful terminology that's used in coffee shops now. And I end up either ordering an espresso or ordering a cappuccino. And then they ask me what kind of milk I want. I go, well, milk.
Milky milk?
Milky milk. I'll remember that. Milky milk, please.
We obviously don't go to coffee shops often enough, I don't think.
Well, no, because we make our own, darling. Then you know.
And drink tea.
And drink a lot of tea.
So please excuse the hat, gloves, scarves and such like, because we are freezing.
Yeah.
The joys of living in a chateau, the reality of living in a chateau, I think. So I don't know how much you've watched us or how much you know about us, but we do have a heating system here. We do have radiators. I can see one. Yeah. It's just not doing anything. It's just sitting there.
It's very nice radiator.
Yeah, it makes a good shoe rack.
Yeah, it's a good impression of a radiator. However,
and we have a boiler, which is fairly ancient.
It's okay. But unfortunately, at the moment, it's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything. It is a very sad boiler.
So I went to turn it on the other day, and it made a very loud boom boom noise.
Yeah.
And not being an electrician, I thought, well, I'm not going to investigate further. So I turned everything off, and then phoned our wonderful French electrician Aurélien, who. To his enormous credit, rushed over. And anyway, we opened the box, the control box, to find the motherboard inside had been the home of a rodent.
Rodent family, I think.
Rodent family. And there were all the usual residuals that you would find from a rodent family. And it was pretty disgusting, actually. I have absolutely no idea how they got in there.
How are they getting in there?
It's a sealed box. I don't get it. Anyway.
But it's crazy in there. It's disgusting. So there's mouse poo everywhere. There's bat droppings everywhere. And it's just a disaster area.
Not the ideal place for electronics in any way.
And there's holes in the roof.
Okay, all right. Come on, it's just... Yeah, we may as well just give up now.
We keep entering the Euro millions, the massive lottery. 200 million euros it was the other day.
217 million euros. And I was utterly convinced that we were going to win it.
I keep hoping I'm going to get that phone call from my parents and they're on a beach somewhere and they're just like, oh, by the way, darling, just to let you know. Yeah. Hopefully they might share some.
Well, I'd keep quiet about it, frankly.
So maybe they are on a beach somewhere.
Yes, they probably are.
They turn up for Christmas looking suspiciously tanned.
They have a little set up, don't they, that makes them look like they're in Plymouth, and actually they're not. They're in Costa Rica somewhere. Anyway, could I please just, as an aside, I'm trying to. I know that when I'm on YouTube and I watch YouTube videos, I find the little animation at the bottom with subscribe and notify and like and all that. I actually find it quite annoying. So I've stopped putting them in our videos. But
Doorbell.
we'll be right back. Ow! Fuck, that's hot.
Oh, that's exciting. So that is the electrician just arriving to take the motherboards from the boiler, and then he's going to try and get them repaired.
He's got a super duper electrician person who knows about motherboards. And they're going to give it a go.
Yay! Okay, you better go talk to
Better go.
Okay.
Right, back from the electrician's visit, and he just basically unplugged everything that was attached to the electrical boards. I think they're called motherboard. And every time he touched it, he's going this stuff. Oh, poor guy. Anyway,
Give us some gloves.
well, I did offer him. I said, you know, you can wash your hands if you want. He said, no, don't worry, it's all right. I'm in a hurry. I was going, okay. Just, you know, don't suck your fingers, really. Yeah, put simply. So he's going to take it off to his specialist, and they're going to do what nerdy electricians do,
Hopefully.
and hopefully get it working.
Because if we have to get new ones, was it €1,000?
Something like that, yeah.
Big house problems. Everything's great until it goes wrong,
Yeah.
and then everything goes wrong at the same time.
And then, you know, we've had our wonderful plumber Derek going around putting these super duper 21st century thermostatic heads on our radiators so that we can control the heating in different zones, of which there are many. and I'm thinking, fantastic. Well, you know, we'll hook it all up, you know, make it work with the Wi-Fi and all that stuff, and then the boiler stops working.
And all that. Also, all this 21st century technology with Wi-Fi, and you're going to control it from an app on your phone, and it's all brought down by some mice.
Yeah, mice.
A little bit of mouse.
Actually, I looked at them. So you've got the box, right, and you've got the boiler underneath, and underneath the box there's a great big hole.
Ah, well, there you go.
So they're crawling up inside the boiler, going, oh, it's nice and warm here. And then, oh, it's nice. Where's the loo?
Yeah, I don't want to go out the hole. I'll just go right here. Oh, sorry, oversharing.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I do apologise. Reverting to our normal conversation, slightly scatological, but anyway, about mice. Well, hey ho.
So, hopefully, fingers crossed, please, if everybody crosses their fingers,
if you could all do that, just momentarily, that would be really good.
then we might get some heating for Christmas, which would be nice because we've got family coming for Christmas.
Yeah, and they will not be happy if there's no heating.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to it, we can handle it, but it really doesn't feel fair to inflict it on anybody else.
No, absolutely. I mean, we can handle it, apart from the fact that I actually have lost all feeling in my feet right now, but we won't go into too much detail. But hey ho.
Like your nose warming.
Nose. Oh no.
Well, you do have very cold nose.
I do. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So fingers crossed. So Christmas.
No, but I was just sorry, I was rudely interrupted when I was talking about subscription and things like that. So So I've made an executive decision because I find it extremely annoying when I see little ding ding ding. So I would just ask you, please, once and for all, if you could please subscribe and hit the notify button and like as well, if that's not too much to ask. That would be fantastic. For us, like, subscribers are really important. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. It's extremely boring. So there you go. So Christmas. Yeah. So we're gonna try and get our in gear for Christmas, and we saw, and I'm afraid I don't remember who they were. Another
Chateau de la Lacelle.
Chateau de la Lacelle. Yeah. And they did the most beautiful thing on their front gate,
It's gorgeous. I don't know if you, because they've got a YouTube, so I'm sure if you might have seen it. But so they've got gates that open like ours, like the double gate. So obviously it's impossible to put a wreath on it because both bits move separately. So they've done something clever where they've done it in two bits, and then it'll open whichever way it opens.
Yeah. And then, well, anyway, when it closes, it comes together and makes a big wreath, which is really beautiful. So I'd really love to do that.
I don't know if we'll manage it for the front gate. That looks like quite big, but maybe for the front door, because we have the problem on the front door because the door is in two bits.
Yeah.
So if you put one big one in the middle, you then can't get through the door. So if we could do that, a small version for the front door would be nice.
Okay, I just have one question, which is, I think we're both fairly clever people. I don't know whether I have no idea whether Claire went like that about me or about her.
No, about me. We bought a chateau. Is that clever? I don't know. Doesn't feel very clever right now.
No, it doesn't feel very clever right now. Why couldn't we work out, just slice it down the middle, and then like why did that not enter our heads?
Clever in different ways.
Yeah, it's all about bottling out of an answer there.
Well, we'll have a go.
Oh, hello, Margot.
Hello, Margot. You're keeping warm. But for Christmas, I like to get in as much greenery into the house as possible. So we'll go out and we'll forage for lots of bits and pieces and just cover the mantelpieces with lots and lots of greenery and candles and all up the stairs.
We've got lots of holly. I actually saw some berries on holly the other day.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Really nice.
You know.
So it's really nice, and also it's cheap. Classy and cheap.
Classy and cheap.
Perfect combination.
What more could you ask for? Classy, expensive. No, cheap.
Classy and cheap. That will do. And then we can do like table decorations with it and everything. It'll be really lovely. Okay. So we'll make sure that we do a proper Christmassy episode about that as soon as we can. Actually, get the tree. That's a bit of a mission. Getting a tree big enough for a chateau.
Tree's great fun. Yeah. Well, because I mostly find really quite stubby trees everywhere, and but there is one place. Hello, Margot. What?
Margot wants.
Margot doing an impression of a kangaroo.
Come on.
Oh, there we go. Not be involved. Oh, now Mimi. Okay. So there's one place in our local town, Fontenay-le-Comte. A garden centre, and they are the only ones that stock really big trees. Mm-hmm. And for the last 3 years, we've been going in there to buy our tree. And the lady in there now recognises it. She goes, Chateau de la Vergne, she says. And she says, bonjour madame, comment allez-vous? But what's delightful is that she personally comes and delivers it with one of the lads from the garden centre, and she says she just loves coming here to, she loves the act of delivering it to the chateau, which I think is utterly charming.
I hope she's there this year. I hope she's there when we go and choose.
Yeah. We'll go and film her. That'll
be entertaining.
That'll get her going.
That'll be fun.
So that should be great fun.
Looking forward to Christmas now. I was sort of a bit fed up, basically, because of the heating and our dishwasher deciding to die at the same time, and sometimes it can get a bit much. But it'll be lovely. We can light some fires, get the greenery in, have lots of candles.
Yeah.
Cuddly dogs to keep us warm, and we'll be fine.
We don't really drink very much anymore, so we're going to have to buy some wine somewhere.
Yeah.
Or just inflict
non-drinking
on all our guests.
Are you trying to put them off? So it's going to be cold, and we're not going to give you much booze. So you make your decision now.
Cancel your flights. Yeah, absolutely.
No, it'll be lovely.
We're going to find some yummy wine for everybody.
And cheese, of course.
And cheese.
Cheese, now we have discovered our cheese man. We can go and get a big old thing of cheese from him, which will be excellent. I enjoyed our cheese episode, our cheese date.
Cheese was really delicious, actually. But
it was really good.
So we have a problem with one of our puddy cats. In Audrey. So Arthur, who's now become Arthur the Great because he's so enormous. I saw a picture this morning of him as a kitten. It's a different cat.
It's a different cat.
But Audrey, his sister, does not like coming in through the cat flap. She'll go out of the cat flap.
All that effort I went to, putting that cat flap in, they will both go out, but she will not come in.
So she pretty much spends the whole night outside, either sitting under the car or in a bush somewhere. And then, what's the reason? I
think it's because this one jumps on her the moment she comes in through the cat flap wanting to play with her, and that spooked her. So we need to set up some sort of like barricade so that Margot can't get to the cat flap, so that Audrey can come in, have a look around, and then come into the kitchen. Because normally they get on absolutely fine. Like just now they were snuffling each other by the fire. They're absolutely fine. But it's just, I think Margot thinks it's playtime.
Yeah, she does. It's sort of understandable, isn't it? You walk through the door and suddenly this large golden thing jumps on you and go, hey, let's play!
Let's play!
Well, choose not to play, actually.
Yeah, I was just coming in for a little bite to eat. So we need to sort that out. We'll do some, some defences or some therapy.
We had a bit of a giggle, well, more than a giggle. Claire absolutely lost it whilst we were. Anyway, I'll tell you what it was. We've been asked to do some photographs of sort of like illustrating chateau heating nightmare, I suppose, is the tagline.
Yes, the less glamorous side of living in a chateau.
Of which there are many.
Easy to.
And so we hope it'll get, we don't know, for quite a big UK newspaper. And so I said, well, I'll just go out and we'll try and do sort of like a feature story in pictures of this to try and show. And so it included pictures of intern pushing the gas heater around the chateau.
Because we just have the one, so we move it around the house with us.
Yeah. We need to... It's here now. It's lovely. It's our friend.
It's all right when you sit practically on it.
Yeah. And so really what we need is like a lead and then like a little sort of, thing you can wear.
A little harness.
We get one each. And then,
that would be fancy.
That'd be great.
So we take it up to bed with us at night. And when the gas can is full, then it's really heavy. So you were
really heavy.
So we were doing pictures of ourselves moving this thing around to illustrate that that's what we do.
Yeah.
And you kept saying, "No, look more miserable, look more miserable." I was just dying. I was dying laughing. Trying to look miserable. So if this gets published in a newspaper, if you're in the UK and you see it and you see the pictures of us looking miserable, just know that we were laughing our heads off the whole time. Yes, it's cold here. Yes, we get depressed. But actually, at the same time...
But we managed to entertain each other by taking pictures of us trying to look really miserable in the freezing cold. And it was great fun. So, yeah. So Claire pushing the gas heater around the chateau, looking miserable, but laughing intermittently. Me carrying it up the stairs, looking miserable. But with Claire in front of me taking the pictures... literally on her knees laughing, which was it was a picture I wish she had the camera so I could take a picture of it.
It was just so funny because
we're
both photographers, but Lionel has had a much more glamorous career than I have. So I have not had pictures published in the newspapers, or only a couple. So this would be my first publication of one of my photographs in this particular newspaper. I went to art college. I have a degree in photography.
I didn't go to art college. I don't have a degree.
This is what gets published, is daft pictures of us lugging our gas heater around our chateau.
I think if you get a publication done, you should send it to all your mates who you're at university with, I think.
But look at me.
I've done it.
I made it.
I've hit the big time.
Front page.
Oh, that would be good. So anyway, so that was enormous fun.
We'll let you know if it happens. If we see it, we'll let you know. If not, well, if it doesn't happen, then we'll just put the pictures up later anyway, just to give everybody a giggle.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, after. If we find out it's not being published, then we'll put the pictures online ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be very, very funny.
But I think we're going to do an episode about the cold and about, living in a chateau when it's like living in a fridge, really. Because as a rule, it's warmer outside than it is inside because of the big, thick stone walls. Mm-hmm. So I think we need to do something about that.
Have you got some comments for us, my love?
I do have some comments for you. And Charmise, with a number, I'm liking the colour. And she's referring to our last episode, which was Chateau, what was it called? Chateau Blues.
Chateau
Salon Blues. Down, 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 down.
Oh, you should have put some blues music on it. You went all classy and classical, and we should have had some.
No, I didn't go with the thing. Anyway, I'll put some blues on next time. I promise. Try and put another reason. Anyway, so she says, I'm liking the colour, and I didn't know you were a poet, Lionel. Very nice recital.
Yeah, so it's very poetic, your little bit at the end.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that, actually.
Yeah, there's me having done most of the painting. Lionel's getting all the sympathy in the comments of, oh, poor Lionel painting the ceiling. I did.
Oh, it's so grateful. I'll tell you, my shoulders.
I did all of the edges and the ceiling rows, and I was in absolute agony afterwards. You did a bit, you were there for 5 minutes.
Offered you a massage, you said no.
Yeah.
Well, what more can you ask for? I mean, for goodness sake.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, because we shall be polite here. We shall talk about this afterwards.
There we go. Here's the example from Martine. With strange numbers and letters. Anyway, Martine says, poor Lionel, with painting the ceiling. A scaffold would have been easier for him. I bet he had painful shoulders after. Anyway, ceiling painting is always a hard job. See?
Poor Lionel. Poor Lionel.
I can't even lift my arms up.
Oh, next ceiling, you're doing it all.
All right.
You're on your own.
And somebody we know actually says, looking fantastic. Does that mean we have to dress up next time we visit? Absolutely, you do. Yes. And apparently, so this is Lucy Levinson, and apparently her husband has a pink suit, which he's going to wear.
Yeah, excellent. I can't wait to see him in that. That is going to be absolutely wonderful.
I see it. And this one is very interesting. And so this is Simone Mayer. Says if you paint in the direction of the light rather than the cross, you'll get a better, more uniform result. And funnily enough, when I read that, I went, oh my goodness, oh yeah, I know that already, but thank you for reminding me. So when Claire does the second coat, no, she's not, I'm going to do the second coat on the ceiling, I will actually do that. Because you're absolutely right.
And you have to do it in daylight, because I've been doing some stuff in the evening. I started doing the woodwork around the windows in the other evening. And I thought I was doing a good job, and then I looked at it in the morning.
No,
it's
not
terrible.
good. Yeah.
So no, daylight only, because oh dear, there's just so much to do in there. I can't believe. I mean, it's a big old.
Well, yeah, and also with woodwork is a nightmare. It's always a nightmare to get it right. It's really difficult.
We will get there for Christmas.
Ronnie Mensch commented, "What an amazing lesson on cheese." I was so jealous watching you try so many cheeses. It says, we struggle to buy different cheeses here. She's in Canada. We can't afford to buy EU cheeses until the supermarket marks the price down. I know that feeling. I can remember walking around Waitrose following the woman with the sticker gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when she got to sort of like the fillet steak and sirloin steak. I go, oh, I'll have some of that. Thank you very much. Which was great fun. So we eat more goat's cheese, at least I do. My husband buys it especially for me, but it's extremely expensive. Thank you for bringing us on your cheese journey.
Yeah, I wish we could. Yeah, I wish we could send you cheese parcels. I wish we could, but the shipping rules would not allow. But Oh my goodness, a cheese taste along would have been wonderful, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you something that we are going to do. We are definitely going to do it, and we're going to do it before Christmas.
Are we?
Are
we? What are we doing?
You see the look of horror that went across
Add it to the
is
list.
we're going to do have dinner with Lionel and Claire.
Oh, we're doing that before Christmas, are we?
Yeah.
When exactly are we doing that, darling? In between decorating the house, finishing the painting, doing some Christmas shopping.
Don't know. But we are going to do it before Christmas, and the idea being is that we're going to put up the menu for the dinner, and then you can join us for dinner, and then we're going to have dinner and try and not dribble and stuff, and then we'll have dinner together, and maybe we should do it live. Then we could have conversations with people. That'd be pretty wild, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that.
That could be quite
couldn't we?
We could do that. Could be quite. Anyway, we'll talk about that. There's another chap who comments a lot.
Don't mind me.
What?
Nothing.
Stop it.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Don't make me.
People are waiting.
There's another chap who comments a lot called Heritage Browser Jethro Mortier. So now and then you should do a culinary outing for the vlogs, wine tasting, cheese tasting, or any other edible delight. But even so, I enjoy you doing some DIY.
Yeah, we'll do some outings. I have to do some outings. Happy to do eating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eating outings? Eating outings. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good. It's almost an alliteration, but not an alliteration. So it's it on the comments. But I'm sorry, have I completely screwed your evening up by coming up with all these ideas on camera?
On camera, now I have to do it. We will make it happen. It might be a cheese sandwich, but we'll make it happen.
That's going to be a very short live then.
Nom nom nom.
Oh, a delicious cheese. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Well, thank you very much for joining us.
I hope you've enjoyed your Black Friday
Black
freebie.
Friday. Whether you wanted it or not, I don't know. If you would like more of this madness, then please do join us as a member either on YouTube or on Patreon. Patreon.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, still don't know.
Patreon, tomato.
Yeah. The other side.
The other side,
Yeah.
Just 75 cents per episode. Goodness gracious me.
Cheaper than a coffee.
And remember that all the money that comes goes towards doing this place up.
Goes towards our heating fund. Not our holiday fund. Costa Rica? No.
I can't remember the last time we had a holiday. Actually, really seriously, when was the last time we had a holiday? When did we go on holiday? We went to Morocco.
We had a few days in Morocco before the summer. That was really nice.
That was a really, really lovely.
But that was our first holiday for many years.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, since COVID and all of that.
So,
we're joking. This is not.
It's not a holiday fund, I promise you. There are much higher priorities on our list than holidays. Holiday would be nice, but hey, live without it.
No.
So there you go.
Working on this. So thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes, I hope so. Become a member, please.
Stop it.
We want them to become a member.
Pushy salesman.
Oh, hardly.
A used car salesman. Come on down, only $3.
Clearly, that's what I needed to be in my other life.
You missed your calling.
Do you think so?
It's a used car, Low mileage, not me. One careful previous owner.
It's getting worse. And we're going to have to stop. Because I feel that, like the stop button is somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, anyway, we'll see you soon.
Cheerio.
Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye.